is up, YouTube? Jake Young from Jake Young Music. So today we're going to be talking about my number one. It happens to be this beautiful 2017 Gibson Les Paul Traditional. So, a little backstory on this guitar. I bought it about 3 years ago in 2017. I went to a local shop that I've gone to. I'm pretty sure I bought my first guitar from this place. It's a Sam Ash up in Indianapolis. If you're ever up in the Indianapolis area, definitely go check out that Sam Ash. Ask for Jamie. He's a great guy, and he'll get you taken care of with whatever you guys need. That being said, I was really just in the right place at the right time. I had a little bit of cash, enough to, get a good guitar. The first time I'd ever had enough cash to get a good guitar. I'd had a lot of guitars before, a lot of in the lower to mid-range guitars though. Great guitars, definitely got the job done. I just never had a good guitar. So I walked in knowing I was going to get a guitar that day. I had no idea what I was going to get, I just knew I was going to get a guitar. So I went and talked to a salesman. I told the guy, I was like, hey man, I'm really sorry. I'm going to be bothering you for quite a while just pulling guitars off, but I promise I'm going to take something home. It'll be worth your time. I've been in that situation before. I actually worked at that store for, I think 5 years, 5 or 6 maybe. And nothing was more frustrating, I'm not going to lie, when somebody would come in, pulling every high-end guitar off the wall and then just saying, thanks man, have a good night. But I let them know, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely getting something today, I promise. I probably pulled easy 30 guitars off the wall that day. I just didn't know what I wanted. I'd always liked Les Pauls. I guess it was more of the nostalgia of a Les Paul, right? Because all of the great guitar players, up on stage with Les Pauls, Not to say that only great guitar players use Les Pauls. Plenty of other great guitar players use multiple other guitars. Just saying, iconic guitar players that I grew up listening to. So, like I said, I probably grabbed 30 plus guitars off the wall that day. Everything from Stratocasters, custom shop, American Standard, Tellys, same thing. A few PRSs they had there. They had some custom 22s, custom 24s, some 245s, I believe. A few Gibsons, hollow bodies, 335 style, 339 styles. And then I came up and started playing on the Les Pauls. The first one I grabbed was a Les Paul Custom. And thank God it cost so much, because it was not a good playing guitar. I'm sure you guys know the quality control with Gibson in the past few years has not been the greatest, and that was definitely one of those guitars. It was not a good guitar. It's a real shame, because Les Paul Customs is supposed to be, the Cadillac of the brand. But anyway, this one came down off the wall. I kind of already had a bad taste in my mouth from that Custom, so I already thought I wasn't going to like this guitar. And it was crazy, because literally the second it touched my hand and I grabbed the neck, I knew that this was the guitar. It was just one of those moments that I just knew that that's what it was going to be. I sat down, I was playing through, I believe, like some sort of Marshall combo, probably like a JVM or something like that. And I think I only played the guitar for about 2 minutes, and I knew. It was so good in my hands. It felt great. But then the one thing I wanted to do, I wanted to go through it with like a fine-tooth comb, because like I said, that Custom that I had played probably a couple minutes earlier was not that great. So I really wanted to go through this and make sure this was definitely the diamond out of that bunch. I couldn't find one thing wrong with it. I absolutely loved it. So just a little specs on the guitar. It's nothing special. It's a 2017 Gibson Les Paul Traditional. Okay. So during that time frame, I believe they had like the high performance series. I don't know if they still do that. And they have the traditional series. This is one of the traditional series, so it's a traditional, I guess. Kind of weird to say that. Pretty much all that means is, we've got the vintage style tuners, but everything else is pretty similar to how they used to make Les Pauls, so to speak. At least that's what I gathered from information from Gibson. But it's a Gibson Les Paul. You know, it's 24 and 3/4 scale. It's got a burst bucker in the neck, a burst bucker in the bridge, 3-way toggle switch, you know, 4-button control knobs. What really caught my eye though right off the bat was this AA flame maple top. And I've seen some really awesome tops before, and I've never really cared about the aesthetics of a guitar. I just want it to play well, I want it to sound well, and I want it to perform well. But that was just kind of a little added bonus for me. So I played this guitar very consistently over the last 3 years, whether it's just jamming here at home, done plenty of gigs with it, never let me down at a gig, recorded with it, and it was awesome. In every sort of environment I've ever put it through, amazing. Never had one issue with it. I know a lot of people have said, you know, the whole tuning stability thing, I was really worried about that when I decided to get this. It's one of the things I didn't really think about when I first bought this. But realistically, I've not had a whole lot of issues with it. Like, yeah, the G kind of goes out every once in a while, but it's not as bad as the horror stories that I've heard about Gibson's just horrible tuning stability. Yeah, so enough talk. I'm sure you guys have done listening to me talk anyway, so give you some tunes on this thing. There's some tones for you guys. I'm going to be using this guitar a lot for this YouTube channel. Like I said, it's my number one. I got a handful of others that I'll probably do some videos on, but this is my primary right now. unless I get real fortunate and I come into a way where I can get some more guitars that are up to par with this thing. But I appreciate it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video once again. Be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you like the video, and make sure you turn that bell notification on so you get all of my future videos notified to your timeline and whatnot on YouTube. If you guys would like to, I'm also on Instagram at Jake Young Music. I'll have a link down below, and also on Facebook, Jake Young Music. I'm trying to be as proactive as I can on all of those, but realistically, YouTube is kind of like the main thing right now, just because I'm starting out. I think that's the best way to reach people. But like I said, appreciate it, guys. Have a good one. I'll catch you guys on the next video.